Racing Point had been in the news during the pre-season test as their car was supposedly a copy of Mercedes' 2019 car. While the chaos of the first race of 2020 didn't allow them to show their real pace, the Styrian Grand Prix painted a clearer picture of the pecking order, and Racing Point did quite well in a pretty competitive midfield. This has forced some of the other teams to cry foul. I'm your host Dylan Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Renault explained their protest against Racing Point. Racing Point's Lance Stroll gave an assessment of his car's pace. I really believe we had, debatably, the second quickest car, maybe third, but we were definitely quicker than Renault, McLaren and a lot of our other competitors, so that was really positive. Other teams seem to have noticed this, and Renault lodged a protest against the legality of Racing Point's car. We can confirm that Renault has submitted a request to the stewards of the event for clarification on the legality of the Racing Point RP20. We have no further comment on this matter until the stewards have arrived at a decision. As per the rules of F1, teams are allowed only to outsource the design of parts on their car to companies that have no association with F1. Allegedly, parts on Racing Point's car were originally designed by Mercedes for their 2019 car. Renault's F1 executive director Marcin Budkowski, who formerly worked in the FIA's technical department, elaborated on this. Basically, we contend that the brake ducts front and rear that are used on the Racing Point are effectively a Mercedes design, and so have been designed by another competitor. We believe there has been an exchange of designs and of parts, potentially in the legal way, but nevertheless, if it was legal to exchange them last year, it's not legal to race them this year. This is due to the fact that Racing Point used Mercedes brake ducts last year, but in 2020 they are no longer a listed part available for purchase. Renault contend that if Racing Point's current brakes are essentially the 2019 Mercedes brakes they used previously, then they are not a Racing Point design and thus in breach of the regulations. Budkowski also revealed that they had already planned to protest in Australia. To be honest, we were planning to do it in Melbourne, but didn't really have the opportunity to do it in Melbourne. He then explained why they waited for the second race to finally do it. The reason why we didn't do it last week were more related to the fact that it took a lot of good work from the FIA and F1 to reconvene everybody at a race, and I think we wanted to respect this, and we applaud the work that they've done. This was followed by the stewards announcing that Renault's protest is admissible, which led to the impounding of those parts from Stroll and Perez's car in preparation for analysis, with Mercedes ordered to provide the same parts from their 2019 car for comparison. Racing Point responded to the protest. BWT Racing Point F1 team is extremely disappointed to see its results in the Styrian Grand Prix questioned by what it considers to be a misconceived and poorly informed protest. Any and all suggestion of wrongdoing is firmly rejected, and the team will take all steps necessary to ensure the correct application of the regulations to the facts. Prior to the start of the season, the team cooperated fully with the FIA and satisfactorily addressed all questions regarding the origins of the design of the RP20. They are also confident that their car will eventually be deemed legal. The team is confident that the protest will be dismissed once it has presented its response. Fast feed. Racing Point Sergio Perez feels that he was very lucky to only lose one position from the damage caused due to the contact with Alex Albon late in the Styrian Grand Prix. Ferrari Sebastian Vettel didn't expect Charles to try something and didn't think there was any space during the Styrian Grand Prix. He, however, is not going to give up on Ferrari, as a lot of guys in the team have given so much to him in the past couple of years, and just out of respect he wants to give that support back and bring his last time at Ferrari to a worthy end. Rumours have emerged that Mercedes' Valtteri Bottas has reportedly been offered a contract for 2021 by Mercedes. Former F1 driver Mika Hakkinen thinks that these are worrying times for Ferrari and that it doesn't help if the drivers make mistakes. Red Bull's Christian Horner has revealed that the whole factory is working incredibly hard and feels that they have improved the car from last week to this week and hopes to do the same during the next 5 days. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff has said that Hungary is very different from Spielberg and they can't wait to benchmark themselves there. And his driver Valtteri Bottas feels that he could have left with more satisfaction after the Styrian Grand Prix, but is looking forward to the upcoming races. Will the Racing Point be deemed illegal? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you liked this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.